The first question, this is the physics question of class 10th standard West Bengal Board of Secondary Education. The examination was held today, and we are discussing some numerical problem and some critical problem here. So the first MCQ question, which among the following gases do not help in the depletion of ozone in the ozone layer? And the answer is CO2. A mass of 11.2 liter of ammonia gas at STP is. So here's a small calculation here. Ammonia is 14 plus 3, 17. So 20 in STP 22.4 liter ammonia weighs 17 gram, and 11.2 liter ammonia weighs 17 by 2, this means 8.5 gram. So answer B is correct. And third question, according to the following chemical equation, CH4 plus O2 equals to CO2 plus 2H2O. What volume of O2 will be required to completely burn 5 mole of methane at STP? Now, clearly 5 mole of methane. So their volume ratio is 1:2, right? So 1 mole of methane requires 2 mole of O2. Therefore 5 mole requires 2 multiply 5, 10 mole O2. Now 1 mole O2 equals to 22.4 liter, and a 10 mole 224 liter, 224 liter. The answer is A. The SI unit of thermal conductivity you will find in text easily, the watt meter inverse Kelvin inverse. The far point of a normal human eye is located at 25 centimeter. This is also a theory based question. When a light ray is perpendicularly incident on a glass slab, then the angle of deviation, the light ray will not deviate, so angle of deviation is 0 degree. So this was the first page. Okay, now for first answer is CO2. Now the second page, there are 15 MCQ questions out of 6. Now 1.7, number of electrons constituting 1 coulomb of charge. This is theoretical question again. And this value is 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. Increase in temperature causes decrease in resistance for copper, nichrome, glass and silicon. The semiconductor is silicon. So with increase in temperature, decrease in resistance happens in semiconductors. So answer is D. Now, mass of a beta particle in terms of mass of an electron, the equal mass of the electron, and this is m. Now, atomic number of an element is 19. To which group of modern periodic table does the element belong? So, electronic configuration of the element 19 reads as 2, 8, 8, and 1. So, this element belongs to group 1. Now, ammonia is dried by using, a very easy question, text base, calcium oxide. Which of the following elements is absent in duralumin? Here is zinc is absent. Okay, zinc is absent there. Which colors appears in the solution when excess amount of aqueous ammonia is added to aqueous solution of copper sulfate? It's deep blue. The color is deep blue. So this was the second page of MCQ, and we have already done 13. Now, which of the following has the highest electrical conductivity? Is the aqueous sugar solution, pure water, liquid hydrogen chloride, and aqueous solution of acetic acid? The answer will be aqueous solution of acetic acid. Each HCH bond angle in a molecule of methane is 9 degree and 28 minutes. So this was the MCQ questions. This is very easy. Now we will discuss group B short answer type questions. Write the name of the main component of biogas. It is methane, obviously. Name a gas related to our breathing, which when increases in atmosphere causes global warming. It's carbon dioxide. What is meant by the statement that the calorific value of a natural gas is 50 kilojoule per gram? This means if we burn 1 gram, we will get 50 kilojoule of heat energy. Now, write whether the following statements is true or false. Under same temperature and pressure, equal volumes of all gases contains the same number of atoms. Now, this is false. The same number of molecules. The SI unit of the ideal gas constant. The SI unit will be Joule, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. You will get in text. And 2.5. Write whether the following statement is true or false. The real expansion of any liquid depends on the expansion of the vessel in which it is kept. No, the real expansion will only depend on the liquid itself. So this is false. So this is false. Now another question, oblique, what is the relationship between thermal resistance and thermal conductivity of a conductor when thickness and cross-sectional area of the conductor remains unchanged? So we have the relation. What is the relation? Is R equals to L by K A. R is thermal resistance and K is thermal conductivity. So R is proportional to 1 by K. R is proportional to 1 by K. The thermal resistance is inversely proportional with thermal conductivity. Now next question, light of which color gets scattered the least? We get scattering cross section S equals to A plus by lambda square. So whose wavelength is greater? Red, right? So red will be scattered least. So the answer is red. Okay. So this was the short answer type questions, and there is 21 of them. So we have just got 6. Number one. Very easy one. Give an example of natural spectrum. It's rainbow. Name a machine where electrical energy is converted. Very easy question. I will not. How much? 2.9. How much work is done when 1 coulomb charge is moved against a potential difference of 1 volt? The equation W equals to QV. So 1 multiply 1 joule. So 1 joule would be the answer. Write down the name of the positively charged radioactive particle. Is alpha particle or helium 242 plus. Which kind of nuclear reaction produces energy in nuclear reactors? It is fission, nuclear fission. Okay, now match the column type. Most electronegative element, this is the fluorine. Most electronegative element is fluorine. Extracted from red hematite, it's ferrous. An element the anion of which accelerates rusting of iron, this is chlorine. And in the alloy brass, the metal which has a percentage amount higher than that of the other, it's copper. Okay. This was easy one. Which one of the following is a covalent compound? Potassium chloride, sodium bromide, and carbon tetrachloride. Obviously this carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. Name the electrolyte used for plating. The equation is KAuCN2. What are the carrier of electricity in the solution during the electrolysis of aqueous solution of an electrolyte? The cation and anions, the moving cation and anions. Okay, and they carry electricity in the solution. So this was written. Why can't alternating current be used for electrolysis? Okay, this is a very good question. Why can't alternating current be used for electrolysis? So you get here, if you get this is cathode, this is anode. Now if you give DC, what will happen? So the negative ions will attracted towards this positive polar pole, and the positive ions will be attracted towards this negative pole. But if AC, then first half cycle it will show positive polarity, but in this second half cycle it will convert to negative. So an ion will be confused where to reach, here or here. So it will not accelerate to the electrodes. Instead, it will remain in the solution, thereby causing no electrolysis. So AC current is not suitable for electrolysis. Right. This is the main cause. So we have to write this explanation for this question. Now for 2.15, write down the formula of the black precipitate formed when H2S gas is passed through an aqueous solution of lead nitrate. So black precipitate lead sulfate PBS solution, this will dissolve PBS lead sulfide, right? Now fill in the blank. In this equation we get ammonia and carbon dioxide. What we will get? Urea, CONH2 twice. This is, so we get these questions. This was only one good question: why cannot alternating current be used for electrolysis? And the explanation will be the cations and ions will get confused to reach the electrodes, as it will change polarity in every cycle. Okay, next page. Give the relevant equation when two gases combine to form a solid material. Two gas and solid. Ammonium chloride, HCl. This will be ammonia and HCl reaction. We will get NH4Cl. This will be solid. This is gas and this is also gas. Write down the IUPAC name of the following organic compound. So there are 3 carbon. Okay, so this will be prop. Now if we number this carbon is 1, 2 and 3, then in 2 position there is functional group OH. Okay, so prop 2 all. This will be the IUPAC name, prop 2 all. Okay, now write the structural formula of ethanoic acid, CH3COOH. So write the use of PVC. You will do it yourself. So what is the concept of sustainable development? It's a very easy question. Now there is a numerical problem. A certain gas kept at 0 degrees Celsius is heated. What is the temperature of the gas when both its volume and pressure become double compared to their respective initial values? Okay, so we have the formula P1 V1 by T1 equals to P2 V2 by T2. Now what you will get, just convert this in Kelvin. So P1 V1 by T1 means 273 Kelvin equals to, what is the temperature? Okay, so pressure and volume is double, 2P1 by T2, 4. So very simple, T2 just 4 multiplied 273 Kelvin. That will be the answer. Now another one numerical problem. 2 gram of a gas at temperature 7 degrees Celsius and pressure 2 atmosphere occupies a volume of 820 ml. Determine the molar mass of the gas. Okay, 2 gram of a gas at temperature 7 degrees Celsius and pressure 2 atmosphere occupies a volume of 820 ml. Determine the molar mass of the gas. So we have the equation PV equals to nRT. Now N is W by M RT. Okay, this W is 2 gram. We have to find out M. So we write M equals to WRT by PV, right? So substitute these values to multiply R is 0.082, 0.082, and T temperature 7 degree 7, and but 273 plus 273 Kelvin divided by PMV. Pressure is 2 atmosphere and volume is 820 by 1000. It will be, you have to convert it in liter. So after solution we get this here, and this we get out, and this 2 will be out. So need 10 is a 300 by 10, that means 30 gram. 30 gram. Okay, the answer will be 30 gram. The answer will be 30 gram. This will be the answer. So this will be the answer. Now, a convex lens forms 10 times magnified image of an object. If the length of the object is 5 centimeter, determine the length of the image. Okay, the length of the image, you have to determine the length of the image. Very simple. 10 multiply 5 is 50 centimeter. Okay, now 3.4, a wire of resistance 5 ohm is stretched 20%. If the volume of the wire remains constant and its cross section remains same along its length after stretching, find the new resistance of the wire. So basically the problem is, here is a wire, the first, then it is elongated, so it gets contracted. As it is elongated, its length is 20% increased, its radius will decrease. So to get it, we have the equation resistance R equals to rho L by A. So we will take only is proportional to L by R square. Okay, R proportional to L by R square. So the first one is L1 by R1 square and second one is L2 by R2 square. Now relationship between L1 and L2, as L2 by L1 is equals to 20% increase means 120 by 100. Okay, very easy. So this gets 12 by 10. Okay, I did not further simplify this. Now what you have to do, the volume is same, so L1 R1 square equals to L2 R2 square, and from this equation you will get R2 square by R1 square equals to R2 square by R1 square. This comes as L1 by L2, L1 by L2. Okay, so this is L1 by L2 means 10 by 12. Now you have to find out the resistance, right? So R2 by R1 equals to what? L1 by R1 L2, there is L2 by R2 square by L1 by R1 square, and this L2 by L1 and into r1 by r2, r1 square by r2 square, and this comes L2 by L1. L2 by L1 is 12 by 10, 12 by 10. Again r1, r2 by r1 is 10 by 12, r1 by r2 is 12 by 10, again 12 by 10, 12 by 10. So this ratio is 144 by 100, and we get 1.44. So r2 equals to r1 times 1.44, and r1 is 5 ohm, right? So r2 is 5 multiply 1.44 ohm. Oh, that's the answer. Right. Now this is a theory based question, so you will get in text. So this one is also a theory based question. This one, there is no numerical problem here. Now come here, 4.2, right? So now we will solve this 4.2, this problem. 4.2. How much KClO3 must be heated to obtain the same amount of oxygen as is obtained by heating 216 gram HgO? Okay. How much KClO3 must be heated to obtain the same amount of oxygen as is obtained by heating 216 gram HgO? So first to find 216 gram HgO, right? Now we do this here. It is 2HgO is reduced to 2Hg plus O2, right? So 2 times, here is Hg 200, this is 200 plus 16 oxygen, and this is 2 multiply 16 gram, this gram. So 216 gram, so therefore 216 gram HgO gives oxygen only 16 gram, right? Now the question is, how much KClO3 must be heated to obtain the same amount of oxygen as it is obtained by heating 216 gram HgO? So KClO3, so we have to write this equation, 2KClO3, 2KCl plus 3O2. Now 2KClO3 is 2 multiply potassium 39 plus Cl 35.5 plus oxygen 3 multiply 16, and 3O2 is 3 multiply 16. Now these amounts oxygen gives comes from this amount of KClO3. So 16 gram comes out of how much amount of KClO3? So we will divide this by 3, right? So this will get 2/3 of this addition. 39 plus 30, 69, 5, 74, 74 and 48. So this is 122.5. This is 122.5. 2/3 of 122.5. Okay, this is 81.66 gram. Okay, 2/3. This is 245 by 3 and we divide is 81.66 gram. So the answer will be 81.66 gram. This will be the answer. Now another one, by heating 200 gram of a certain metal carbonate. Okay, 112 gram of metal oxide and a gaseous compound are produced. Right. Heating of 200 gram of a certain metal carbonate. So metal carbonate is MCO3. 112 gram of metal oxide. Metal oxide plus a gaseous compound. Okay, gas. This gas. Vapor density of the gaseous compound is 22. So vapor density of this gaseous compound is 22. So molecular weight of the gaseous compound. Weight of the gaseous compound is 22 multiplied 2 is 44. Right. Now, from the conservation of mass, what we will get? The mass of the gas. Mass of the gas equals to mass of MCO3 minus mass of MO. So this is 200 minus 112. 200 minus 112 gram. This is 88 gram. So how much volume? Volume we will get 88 divided by this 44. 44 mole is 2 mole. So what will be the answer? How many moles of the gaseous compound are produced in this reaction? So answer will be 2 mole. This will be the answer. Okay. And these questions are, you will find this in text, and another one, relationship focal, and this is text. Now this is optics. This question is, for the same angle of incidence, the angle of refraction for three different media A, B and C are 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. In which medium is the velocity of light minimum and why? So for the same angle of incidence, the angles of refraction for the three different media A, B and C are 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. In which medium is the velocity of light minimum and why? So we have to find in which medium velocity of light is minimum. Alright, which medium the velocity of light is minimum. So for medium A, sine I equals to mu A sine 30 degree. For medium B, sine I, same incidence angle, mu B, okay, sine 45 degree, and C, sine I equals to mu C sine 60 degree. Okay, now you will get Sine 30 degrees half mu a by 2 mu a by root 2, sorry, mu b by root 2, and you will get mu c into root 3 by 2, root 3 by 2, right? Value of sine 60 degree. Three by 2. Now the angle, these are the same, so from this we get mu a equals to 2 sine I. From this mu b equals to root 2 sine I, and from this mu c equals to 2 by root 3 sine I. So whose refractive index is greater? Clearly mu a. This is greater refractive index. Greater refractive index. So in this medium, the velocity of light is minimum. So answer is A. So here velocity of light will be minimum, as velocity equals to c by mu. So mu a is greater. So velocity of light will be minimum in A. So this is the explanation, and answer would be medium A. Yeah, this will be the answer. Okay. And this is a very simple question. You will do yourself. And all are very simple. Okay. So today the exam held class 10th WBBSc physical science question, and here I solve the tricky questions and the numerical problems. This is the and then I solve this. And then I solve this. And then this. And then this.